Welcome to our Access Safety Training Series. The topic of this training is safe lifting. This material was prepared under a Consultation Education and Training grant awarded by the Michigan Occupational Safety and Health Administration. MIOSHA is part of the Michigan Department of Licensing and Regulatory Affairs. Points of view or opinions stated in this training do not necessarily reflect the view or policies of LARA. Back injuries hurt. They account for nearly 20% of all injuries and illnesses in the workplace. Back injuries also cost the nation an estimated $20 to $50 billion per year. 80% of Americans will suffer back pain at some point in their lives. Our agenda for this training is to talk about safe lifting, definitions, what puts our back at risk, ways to prevent back injuries, and safe lifting techniques. The back is the rear part of the human body, from the neck area to the end of the spine. The spine's basic functions are to provide support for our back, to protect our spinal cord, and to provide flexibility to allow us to bend and rotate. What activities put our backs at risk? Bad posture and body mechanics, force and repetition, smoking, loss of flexibility, strength and endurance, aging and degeneration, stress, extended exposure to vibration. All of these things add up. Back injuries develop over a period of time, which is what we call cumulative injuries. Sometimes we don't know there is a problem until it's too late. The shape our backs are in today is as a result of habits, good and bad. If our habits have involved using our backs in demanding ways, the effects are adding up, especially as we age. But by changing habits now, or at least starting to change, will help undo some of the damage. What are things that we can do to help our back? One thing we can do is to pay attention to the best posture and body mechanics the environment will allow. When we're sitting, standing, or lifting, we should keep our spinal column aligned in its natural curves. If we're standing for a long period of time, prop one foot up on a stool to reduce stress in the lower back area. Here are examples of good posture when we're standing and when we're sitting. If you are standing or sitting for a long period of time, take a break and stretch your back. Shift your posture often. Stretch frequently throughout the day. Keep your body flexible. And don't force your body to conform to its workspace. It's also a good idea to stretch before your work shift. Before lifting, we should assess the situation. Is the load or item too big or bulky or heavy? Do we need help with lifting? Remember, no single technique will work in all circumstances. If you must twist or stretch to pick up an item, readjust the load or your position before you lift. If the item is too heavy, get help. Can you slide the item instead of lifting it? If you can slide it, remember to push the item. Do not pull it. Do you need equipment to help move the item? Then use proper equipment such as hand trucks, forklifts, dollies, and don't forget to use gloves if needed. Prepare before moving an item. Know where the item is going to and make sure to clear your path before you pick the item up. When lifting, make sure you stay within the safe lifting zone. The safe lifting zone is between the knees and shoulders. If you're lifting an item that is below the knee area, bend your knees and lift with your legs. If you're lifting an item that is above your shoulders, use a step stool or a ladder. As a reminder, avoid bending over at your waist to lift. The preferred method is to bend at your knees and to lift with your legs. Here are a few tips for lifting. Plant your feet firmly. Make sure you have a stable base. Keep your face forward. Bend at your knees and not your waist. Make sure you have a good grip on the item. Keep your spine neutral. Tighten your stomach muscles to support your spine. And again, make sure you have a good grip by using both hands. When you're lifting, keep the load close to your body. Use your leg muscles. Keep your back upright in its natural posture. Lift steadily and smoothly without jerking. Do not lift from the floor. Twist and lift. Lift with one hand, or lift loads across obstacles. Also, when you're lifting, do not lift while reaching or stretching, or lift from an uncomfortable posture. If an item drops, let it go. Do not fight to recover it. General safety rules to remember. Take care of your back and it will take care of you. Exercise daily to strengthen your back muscles. Avoid heavy lifting. Get help with heavy or bulky items. If you must bend over, do it properly. Avoid twisting at the waist when carrying loads. And always watch where you're going. Safety first. Lift with your legs and not your back. For additional information about this training, you may contact Gloria McMullen, Services Director at MARO, by calling 517-484-5588 or by email at gmcmullen@maro.org. You can also visit the MIOSHA website at www.michigan.gov/MIOSHA. Thank you.